Well, hanging out with two gentlemen that you definitely know their name, Mr. David Higgins and Craig Drew over here. First off, congratulations to you two on taking this championship. I know that this is a great thing for you. And of course, Mr. Higgins, congratulations on being inducted this year to the Motorsports Off-Road Hall of Fame. So big congratulations. But you two, you've been talking about this. It's 9 years together, 9 years as driver and co-driver. David, walk us through how imperative it is to have such a great co-driver as Craig Drew.
Yeah, we're in one of those sports where drivers still get most of the attention of things, like the Hall of Fame, for example, but everything I've done is with this guy. The trust you have to have with your co-driver is unreal. You have to get on well, because 9 years is longer than most relationships. So obviously we spend as much time with each other as we do with our partners. So it's a big deal, and you know, he's got to be absolutely top of his game, I've got to be top of my game, and then the team's got to do their bit on the car. So it really is a team sport, and co-drivers definitely don't get the credit they really deserve. You know, without them we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So, and I'm lucky I've got a best in the business with me.
Wow, well, you're hearing from one of the best in the business as well, complimenting you, saying that you are one of the best in the business. Going forward to the 2020 season, we've just released the schedule, added Ohio on there, and we've taken off Idaho. Are you happy with the way that the schedule's been going, and especially that we've added Ohio as well?
Yeah, we've had a lot of bad luck at Idaho, so we're quite relieved in many ways to see it go. But we've seen some of the roads down in Ohio, and they look like they'd be a great addition to the championship. So I think the championship next year has got a bit of everything, which is what you always want. You know, starting off on the snow, going to events that are 90 degrees, 80 degrees heat, back to events like this, which remind us of back in Wales and back in the UK with the rain and the wind and the cold. So yeah, I think it's definitely got a bit of everything for everybody. So it's looking like a really good season.
And going off of that, talking about you being an impeccable co-driver and whatnot, is there any particular stage throughout the 2019 season that you felt gave you a little bit more difficulty? Didn't necessarily let David know that it did, but you were like, man, this one's a little difficult.
Yeah, basically every stage at Idaho pretty much is it's just absolutely relentless. If you get a distance of 40 meters, that's actually a break at Idaho, because that's pretty much the longest straight that you're going to get. So any stage there is just very difficult for a co-driver, I find as well. Very, very fast stages where there's a lot of, for us, sixes, which is the fastest calls. They're always difficult to know exactly where you are, especially going into slower corners where you have to give a lot of notice to a driver for their braking. But if ever there's any difficulty for me, I try to hide it in my voice, because any hesitation or fear that I'm portraying, David will know straight away. So I'm pretty good at masking it by now.
Well, it seems like, you know, it's a consensus that Idaho is something that you're very happy at. And David, going into the rest of this season, obviously this is the last race, looking forward to 2020 already, what are you most excited about with the schedule change?
Obviously, just the variety of events is good, but as it is at the moment, we don't really know what our plans are for next year yet, so we try never to get too excited about what the calendar is until we know we're definitely doing it for sure. So it's that time of year where, you know, contracts are decided, everyone's trying to decide what they're going to do, and obviously we'll be probably the last one of the chain to find out what's going on. But the main thing for us now is just to enjoy this rally, have some good fun, let our hair down and sort of drive without any worry about points or anything, and then once this rally's over with, we'll start having a look and see what happens for next year.
Well, thank you, too, for coming in here. I always like to talk to everybody, and I always ask everybody in all forms of motorsport, Mr. Higgins, in one word, how do you wrap up the 2019 season?
Good.
Good? Man, that's wonderful. Mr. Craig Drew, how do you wrap up the 20ugh season in one word?
Successful.
Good and successful. Well, you're hearing it from.
I knew you'd have a bigger word.
You were. This is what you guys were.
I'm the guy with the
Yeah.
This is why. Well, I know that you two have a tremendous history together. Congratulations on all of this. And I just want to say thank you for being out here, making the 2019 season spectacular.
Thank you.